Our next speaker will be Joseph Strom, and after that will be Sandy Citron, if Sandy could step forward. Mr. Strom.
Madam President, Mr. Sanders, members of the board, good evening. My name is Joseph Strom, and I am a junior at Larkin High School and the elected student council president there. As students, too often are we belittled and told we should not be involved in the decision-making process. We are told we do not comprehend the complexity of the issues, we should not care, or that our voices do not matter. Our plea this evening is that we do care deeply enough to come here tonight to stand up for the future of our education and the education of thousands of other students in this district. We understand a fundamental truth that as elected representatives of this district, each of you have a responsibility to the voters, taxpayers, parents, and children whose futures you have the ability to profoundly influence. Although we were unable to cast our votes at the ballot boxes, our voices as representatives of the students in our schools should still be heard, and to you, as representatives of this district, listened to. The Supreme Court of the United States declared in the 1969 case of Tinker v. Des Moines that students in school as well as out of school are persons under our Constitution. Our youth does not invalidate our constitutional rights. In another case, Evanwell v. Abbott, decided just 10 days ago, the court unanimously asserted that, as the framers of the Constitution comprehended, representatives serve all residents, not just those eligible or registered to vote. Non-voters have an important stake in many policy debates. Children, their parents, even their grandparents have a stake in a strong public education. It is the constitutional responsibility of representatives to serve all residents, even children, regardless of eligibility to vote. In the last school board election, of the 500,000 residents of King County, only 42,000 voted, roughly 12%. Of those voters, Mrs. Ward, for example, won with only 14.3% of the vote, meaning under 2% of the residents of King County actually voted for her. So when we talk about serving all residents, able to vote or not, it is imperative to remember that the number of high school students in this district alone is more than double the number of votes Mrs. Ward received. And that matters. As involved students seeking a voice in the future of our education and community, we ask that our opinions, the silent majority, be considered with the full weight that they are worth, as is our constitutional right. The very first affirmation in the school board member code of conduct is that members shall represent all school district constituents honestly and equally. That is your responsibility and sworn duty. Our hope is that the entire board can respect their student constituency and bring about the changes we seek. Please, from the bottom of my heart, I pray and ask that you do not let apathy get in the way of your civic duty. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you.